as we know, the best way to turn gems into cards is not with buying packs. If you look at this, each pack is 200 gems. This is a hard cost. It doesn't have any reductions. It never will, ever, ever, ever. Or you can spend 1,000 coins on it. But again, this is a hard cost. You will never get deductions on this at all. One thing that I showed off recently was that if you're doing quick drafts with whatever set they have, but spending coins to do it, you're going to be converting coins into gems. These gems can be used in multiple ways. One of the ways it can be used is to go into this sealed Dominaria United. Every time a new set comes out, they have a sealed event that goes on, and it actually has fantastic value. It's really good, actually. Like, let's look at this. It is expensive, but that's why we want to be converting coins into gems at all times. Even if we're just going into events and not doing well. Some people are very weak at drafting, but even people who are very weak in drafting, well, turns out you will get better drafting. You will get better and better every time you draft, or at least you should if you're trying to improve. Another thing to keep in mind is even if you're losing, you are still converting coins into gems. And then you can start joining events like Sealed Dominaria United, which is, in my opinion, a really, really, really good way to build a collection. It does take a lot of time dedication to continue to draft entire sets like this, but let's take a look at this event and see why I think this is such a strong way to convert your gems into cards. So you'll receive 6 Dominaria United packs. The cards will be added to your collection, and you'll use them plus basic lands to build a 40 card deck. Play the games, receive the prizes based off of how many games you win. Then it has all kinds of stuff about the set that, if you're not familiar with it, definitely read this and make sure that you know what you're drafting and what, different combinations of cards are going to want to do. But so far we know we get to keep these cards. Then for 2,000 coins, you get 3 more packs. 9 packs will cost you 1,800 gems, and you get a return of 200 gems if you win 0 games. What that means is it's a non-feels bad moment for just buying packs. You get 200 gems back, and you get 9 packs on top of it. Let's say you get 3 wins. You get 1,200 gems back. You just got 9 packs for 800 gems. That is phenomenal value. But you have to put your time in. You have to think through this construction of the deck. But the best part about this isn't only that you're getting these deep discounts, you're also learning the mechanics of these sets. These sets have very particular cards that do very specific things. And knowing how Enlist works, knowing how Domain works, knowing how they interact on the field in a limited style allows you to build better decks with the cards that you have, because you understand them on a more fundamental level than you would if you just cracked packs. I actually, a lot of the times, will use drafting in order to really get a firm understanding of what the set is trying to accomplish and how best to utilize the set, especially in the standard format going forward for the next year. We will have these cards for around a year. I know it's a little bit less than that at this point, but to come out of the gate with a firm understanding of what the set is trying to accomplish will do dividends for the entire year, because in my opinion, that's the best way to understand how a set is trying to perform, is by drafting it. And if you're drafting it and you're just cracking packs and that's it, going into the matches, not winning a lot, going into another event, trying a couple different things and eventually getting good enough to get around these 4 and 5 win areas, then you're basically getting cards for free and learning the set as it evolves and develops in your own mind about how things are supposed to run, how you're supposed to play certain cards. Is Ajani completed actually good or not? Well, maybe you get him in a draft and you don't have to crack anything else besides playing around with him in there, and say you don't like him, you just never use him again. But it's better than cracking wild cards and cracking pack after pack after pack to try to get it. In Paper Magic, I highly recommend buying singles or drafting in order to build out your collection in paper, and it goes the same for the arena. It is the exact same way to build out a collection and to build decks. So let's jump into this and see what we could get. It's really dependent on how good these 6 packs are. And I'm not the best person at draft. Don't get me wrong. I am not a master draftsman. There are people that just do drafting in Magic the Gathering Arena, and they're very good at understanding how to play in limited formats. I mostly use limited formats in order to crack packs, in order to build out a collection so that I can play in either standard or historic. But we're going to run into people that only draft, and they're going to be hella a lot better than me. But it's going to happen. But we're going to try to get between 3 and 4 wins. That's the real jump in value here. That's whenever you double the gem counts from 600 to 1200. Let's see if we can do that today in today's Sealed Dominaria United event. See you in a moment. Wish me luck. Thank you for joining me today in the arena. If you like the content, make sure you like and make sure you subscribe. It really does the channel a lot of favors to have new viewers come in, have returning viewers come in. Building a community for free to play and budget content is something that I wish that I had whenever I first started playing in the arena many moons ago. But yep, we got it now. We're there now. So, and we're here now. So join us in our adventures through the arena. Let's open these packs and see what we can get. So we got no planeswalkers, so Assemblies of Titans is useless. Danita, depending on what we got. I haven't seen many enchantments in my adventures of drafting, so Danita might not be very useful either. Zalfir, I don't know. I don't know how good this card is in Limited. I can see some uses for it in Historic especially, but I don't know if I want to run it quite right now. But we did get some good stuff. Aether Channeler is very good. For 3, you get a 2/1. And you could create a 1/1 white bird creature token, draw a card, or return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. So you can get rid of a token, or you could draw a card, or you could create your own token with flying. So some versatility with that. We get the Green Widow. Reach and Trample for 3, and you could pull it back from the graveyard, and the domain cost is 8, but it costs 1 less for each basic mana you have of different types to the battlefield. So let's say that we have 4, so cast it for 4 from the graveyard for a 4/3 with Reach and Trample. Still pretty good, but depending on what we want to build around, this could or could not be in there. But here's a card that I'm actually really excited about. This could actually do really well in this format for sure. It has Death Touch. Costs 4. We should start with what it costs. It costs 2 black and 2 colorless. Death Touch. Whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. This is going to be really big in limited formats. So we're definitely running black. I am not quite married to this setup, so it might change after the first game. But we're going a little bit wide. White and red are really good at going wide. We got the Agrivian Cavalier. 2/2, you create a 1/1. We got the Captain's Call. And we have 2 Keldon Strike teams in order to go a little bit wide. That's going to help us cast Agrivian Phalanx for much cheaper than what the cost actually is. We're also going to have Aaron Benalia's Ruin, which is a 3/3 with Menace. Sacrifice another creature, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. That's going to be great going wide with Captain's Call and Cavalier and the Keldon Strike team. Really good synergies there. We also are splashing for the phasings of Zalfir and the Pixie Illusionist. Zalfir, if you have like 5 or 6 1/1s on the board, and your opponent has like a 4/4 and a 3/4 or something, right? You cast this, and you make all of your guys 2/2 black Phyrexian creature tokens. I think it could have some utility in here. This is a very, very, very situational card, but especially playing limited, you're going to have a lot of creatures on the board and this and that. We're also trying to go wide for Bone Splinters, be able to destroy target creature for 1 if you sack something, hopefully a 1/1. That's really good. And we also have the Gibbering Barricade, where we could sacrifice creatures to and draw cards. A lot of this was kind of built around Sheoldred, the Apocalypse, Death Touch. Whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. We already talked about this card in the introduction, but especially in a limited format, that's going to be very powerful for swinging the tide of the game. And for 4, it's a 4/5. And it has Death Touch, so there's a lot of things going on that I like about this card in particular. We have 4 basic land types, and we're hoping to get them all. We have the Inscribed Tablet to help us scry 1 out of here, but we didn't get much in the way of scrying. There's a couple of really good scry cards in here, and we just didn't happen to get them. As far as flyers, we only have 2, so we're going to be very susceptible to damage in the air. Bone Splinters can probably help with that a bit. Same with Tribute of Urbarg. That could help with that as well. It might be helpful, actually, to come over here real quick. And I saw that we had Broken Wings. Broken Wings might be a little bit more important than the Gardener. Not the Gardener. Not that, not that, not that. Maybe something more expensive. The question is do we need the phasing? And I don't think we do. We'll drop those 2. And we'll put the Snare Spinner in there as well. That's 17 creatures, 8 non-creatures. Very creature-heavy deck. Very, very creature-heavy. And really focusing on trying to get as many soldiers out on the field as possible. Oh, now that we're making changes and stuff, expected to do this off-screen, but we're going to put this guy back into the deck and, man, maybe eliminate the Sashrener. That doesn't really work out in this deck quite as well. Average cost is below 3. That's where we like to be whenever we're playing in Limited. Take a look. Most of the stuff still remains. Cavalier, Blast, Herbalist, Captain's Call, Griffin's Protector. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, it gets +1/+1. That can be very powerful with the Captain's Call behind it. You can pump all of the tokens that you have. A little bit of digging into and grabbing mana, though not nearly as much as I would want. Twin Inferno into Captain's Call is fantastic. You create 6 1/1s. Alright. The Phalanx is really great if you have a bunch of creatures out. Zar Ojanen is really great if you have a bunch of creatures out. Tora helps you get those creatures. We have 5 instances and 2 sorceries, so maybe a chance to create 1/1 white soldiers, but a 3/3 body in the air is never bad either. Right? So we're doing a couple of things. We're trying to stall the game, and we're trying to build out a very big field. A very wide field, and then we'll slowly make them bigger over time while chump blocking and making good swings whenever we can. We're going to see how this goes. We're going to see. I was really disappointed in most of the rares we got out of this set, so this guy's going to have to hold a lot of weight on his shoulders. Or her. It looks like a her, actually. She's got to hold a lot of weight on her shoulders, so let's see if she can do it. Let's see if she can hold up this deck effectively. We get black, we get red. Oh man, no early plays at all. That's a problem with these multicolor decks, is sometimes you just don't have anything to do. You just sit around and slowly just die. Alright, I think the Vanguard is the weakest card here. It doesn't look like we're going wide for a while. Root Walla is really good at going tall, so we're going to lean kind of heavily on that for the moment. We got a red, too. That's great. Alright, the Faith Bonder. I like that card. Rootwalla. Might be a good removal target for the opponent, too. The Recruiter. Huh. You control a creature with power greater than its base power. Create a 1/1. It's 4 to get that going. Death Touch. I think it's important to get that Death Touch down. And we won't swing for sure. We want to kill that Faith Bonder because he'll have... what is it? Power? Yeah, power greater than his base power if he enlists. That's a really nice combo with an enlistment deck. Trying to think of how he's going to pull it off. I see you. And it is at the beginning of the end step, so we will take this trade. No 1/1 for you. Alright. We grab the white. What do you do? Sacrifice a land, draw a card, be my guest. Let's get the Gibbering Brigade down. And we'll pass turn. We got mana for the turn, so I'm happy about that. Well, okay, destroys evil. Yeah, that kind of does look like it's evil. Move on. No enlist on the Sprouting Goblin, which is great. That's a creepy looking card. That is a creepy looking goblin. He sacked a land. Wow. No kidding. I was not expecting him to actually sack the land. Now, do we want to block this? Do we want to trade here? I don't think we do, because we can remove most of his board state. There's another land. We'll remove that. Okay, gets through. If he's going to keep sacrificing lands, I want him to keep that on the field, though. So, swing. Damage goes through, and we'll play the Snare Spinner. Resolute Reinforcements. He probably should have popped that to kill the Rootwalla. I would have. He passes turn, and lo and behold, we get that. Chillred the Apocalypse. As said, that card carries a lot of weight. A lot of weight. And she did so perfectly. She did it perfectly. Red, blue, white, black. Awesome. We have all 4 colors of mana. How often does that happen in Limited? Oh no, we're missing green. 1, 2, 3. We only have 3 of the colors. Yeah, I got too excited too quickly. We'll get into it though. We'll get ourselves a green mana. How hard can it be, right? Green. Stalker. Fair enough. Fair enough. Red, white, tapped. Snare Spinner. That's a lot of speed, Mr. Opponent. Down to 3 cards. Down to 3. Okay. I am fine with this. We get the Gibbering Barricade down to try to stop some of this damage coming through. We need to draw another land. Another land would get the Captain's Call rolling. Give me something to sacrifice, and I don't like that at all. Okay. So, I'm not sure if that's as good as you think it is in Limited. I really don't. But, I mean, if that's what you want to do, boo-boo, you do it. Discard a land card, draws, land for turn. No kidding. That's a really wide board state there you got. No mana. That's really quite a shame. So, how much you want to bet we could eliminate a lot of his field right here? Let's try to swing. He's thinking about it. Alright. Looks like he's going to let that damage through. We have 3. That's for a tapped creature, though. So we'll wait for him to tap the Soul of Windgrace. I bet he swings with it. Discards a land card. Alright. Draws a card. That's actually not bad. What he's doing is actually pretty decent value. My turn? You're gonna pass? We're gonna target this. Should be enough, and it is. Oh, opponent. You discarded all those lands. We'll block that. Land. Oh, we still didn't get our land. We'll put the Charismatic Vanguard down. Yeah, and then we're going to swing. Hurt your opponent worse than your opponent can hurt you. That is Magic the Gathering. Opponent gets all land, we get no land. Hey, a land. Sometimes you just have to complain about it. Move on. And it looks like the sound, the music track is gone. We can suffer through it like this. I might put some sick beats on in the background. Block, block, block. Triple block. That's what we want to see. Put this, hey, come here. Put you in the front. Furious blow. Yes, we want land. Awesome. That's such a nice little trick. I love those little tricks. Okay. We'll move to attacks. Opponent. Swing 4/6. One thing about limited is it's always a lot more aggressive than standard, in my opinion. You want to be swinging. It's really all about board state. Oh wow, yeah, that guy's gonna die. So should we do this instead? Draw a card, gain 3 life. Yeah, probably. We get a mana. Can't really complain about that. Oh, that's a really good card. Threats undetected. Real lucky draft. I drafted it once before. Haven't been putting many of the drafts out there. That might change if this video does well. Alright, so he shows me an enlist. He shows me a worm. Into the library. I don't mind that damage at all. I don't mind this card. This and this are going to go away. Might have been a mistake. Outrider comes out. We're down to 13. Oh, we're getting plenty of land now. That's how that goes. That is how that goes. You get him out. And, I think we move on. No attacks. End of turn. Opponent loses 2 life. 5/4 trample. Alright. What's next? My turn? Anything I want to do before my turn? I don't want to sacrifice anything. Alright, gets us our 2 life. And Captain's Call. Strike Team comes out next turn. Put out the inscribed tablet, then sacrifice the inscribed tablet, get the swamp. We'll get a 4/5, but I'm gonna wait. He goes down to 7. He has to take the prerogative here. He has to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's enough to kill it. He's probably going to kill the barricade, leave the soldiers. That's kind of what we're hoping for. It is what he ended up doing. Yes! Victory! 2-0. 2-0. 3 mana. We're good. We got some good stuff. A lot of green. We don't have any green mana though. Not yet. We will get it. It's just a matter of when. We get the barricade, we get the herbalist, some scry power. So maybe this is alright. We also have Argivian, the Phalanx. Also very good card. Very, very, it suits our needs. For sure. Okay. Now, I don't mind trading this for the Abomination. Oh. Well, we got some good stuff in here. But it all requires green. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets rid of... Huh. Got rid of that. We don't have the green to make it good, though. As much as I want to be aggressive, I think we hold for 1 turn. Red. He's playing with the fancy lands. These are really cool. Really good touch. That's the one thing I really love about Wizards of the Coast. Their art is almost perfect. He's got a trick, doesn't he? Show me your trick. Show it to me. Yep, there it is. We got the mana. We'll swing. More mana. We got the green, finally. 5 mana. Yeah, we need the red as well. So we'll put that sucker on top. Keldron Strike Team comes out next. And kicked as well. I'll take some damage. Another one. Alright. Let's see if you want to block. Trade? We want that on top. I would love to draw that. Alright, he takes it. So we will Strike Team here. And we'll kick it. Gives me 2 1/1s and a 3/1. We've seen some Toxic Annihilations from the opponent. And removal. But that's it. Meteorite. Ooh. That's nice. That is nice indeed. We will not block. We need 2 white to cast that. So I think we get the Phalanx out. And we go ahead and roll that into the Root Walla. And we swing with everything. Scry. Bottom. We need something else. Something different. The Phalanx will hold these guys back unless he's got a trick. And here's the thing, if he does have a trick, do we fall for the trick on purpose? Well, that dragon whelp could be a bit of a problem. For 4, we could pump him up to be a 6/6. We're going to see what he does as far as blocks. Let's go like this. If we don't have to use any cards, we're doing good. We'll start to get card advantage and this and that. We already have a board state. A really nice board state presence. He can't pump the whelp any. Opponent. He could double block the Phalanx. Probably would be a good idea. But he would lose a creature doing that. Well. Alright. Those are your blocks. Another trick. Lovely. We do get the opponent down to 2 cards, even with the draw, and it's a mana whale. He probably wanted this to be the finisher. It's a rare. Dragon from your graveyard. What's he got? Nothing. Take a couple in the air. More than a couple. We take a good bit of damage in the air. Do that. Do that. Get rid of that. For sure. No attacks. We'll have to be a little bit defensive here. Don't forget, we have these soldiers that we could be sacrificing. What is that? Right. Because of the rivets of the claw. I should have been paying attention to that. Oh, we still got the snare spinner here. So that much is good. So 2, 4, we can still tablet. That gives us a blocker in the air. Sacking that. Putting 1/1s on all of the dudes. And let's move on. We want to tap the Herbalist. Gains a life. Yep, put that on top. Blocks. And, yeah, I mean, tablet here. Grabbing the mana, tossing the mana. We're down to 23 cards in deck. Opponent has 25. We got to block with the bone snare spinner. We could kill that whelp. But I don't know how aggressive our opponent's going to want to be. If I were him, I wouldn't necessarily be overly aggressive. That's really up to his playstyle. Looks like he's going to pass it back to me. Alright. Build out our board state a little bit further. Awesome. Alright, now we do have... We have haste on everybody. So these soldiers get to swing. Let's look at this. 4, he blocks this. 4, he blocks this. He takes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Swing. That could be game. Yeah, he's gonna pump it and kill the Rootwalla. Probably a good idea if he wasn't dead. 3-0. So far, I can't complain about the results. 3-0 with this deck here. It's pretty nice. But let's make it a little bit stronger. We haven't seen... No, we'll still splash the blue. We will still splash the blue. But let's go down to one blue source. No, 2 blue sources, here and here. All right, and that'll help our Prodigy, and may even be able to cast this. Nah, let's get rid of that altogether. And put in a nice little 1-drop the Battlefly Swarm. Nice removal. Body in the air. And we'll go with one more black or green. It's a hard question to answer. White sources have been easy. Red sources, we always seem to get it later in game, but we only have 3 cards in red. I think we have a couple of effects in red as well. So, red's not super important, so we don't want that. White, we got plenty of sources for white. I think we go one more black. I'm gonna roll with this. I think it's okay, but our mana is too bad to keep. We got white, blue, green. So he works now. I think we get rid of the artillery blast. Don't have the red. Twinferno isn't great here anyway. So we can lead with a Cavalier. Oh, that's a dangerous card. That is a very dangerous card. Let's see if we can get him to run into, you know. He might run into removal. That card might beat us, though. It really might. Mana. Makes it a 2/2, passes turn. That's exactly what he should have done. Are we racing? It really seems like it, but I don't want to race. We might be able to race well. If we could get mana, and hopefully it is red. Is he gonna block? Oh man, that would have been nice. That would have been nice. Grotto. See a lot of people playing this Crystal Grotto. But it's okay for fixing, but you have to pay 1 every time to get a mana of your choice. So it's only mostly good. He isn't making any moves. Devolves the Sleeper. Swings. We will take 3 and pass this turn back to us. No red. Well. Alright, we will enlist. Tap out the soldier. Try to get 3 damage off. We do. We're ahead, but we won't be for long unless we get red mana. Come on. Captain's Call. That's really good for him. Green mana. Well, at least we get the mana. And we could drop Czar down. And I don't think we can enlist him from a tapped state. So Let's go ahead and go for it, huh? We'll go for 3 damage. Double block. We handle most of that, what is it, Captain's Call here. Now, what he's wanting to do is make him bigger. We're going to get rid of that soldier first. We'll go down to 11. Oh, a lightning strike. Yeah. Well played. We got our red, though. We got our red. We'll pass. No, we need a board state before we could do the Furious Bellow. So we'll do Keldon Strike Team and create 2 1/1s. That'll keep them from attacking as well. Okay, no attacks. Strike Team. And we'll kick it. We just want a board state. It is really a shame that we lost Zar Ujanin. Scout the Wilderness. But he is tapped out. No way he swings here. If he does, he's giving us a gift. Okay. Swing. Alright. Furious Bellow. I think that looks good. Yes. So we got rid of the main threat. Now, Snare Spinner. Green. He gets him back. Gibbering Barricade. And we'll swing just with Keldon. We got the Twinferno. He blocks. Twinferno. Give him double strike. Gets rid of another creature. Now we have to swing pretty wide. We could always start drawing cards with the Gibbering Barricade as well. That might be the play. Like, literally, sack, 3/6, draw 2 cards. That's dangerous in the air. That is certainly dangerous. Green mana. Well. Sack it. Drawing a card. Bone Splinters. I like it. No. Not at all. We don't want to lose these guys. We want to sack them to the Gibbering Barricade. We'll sack one to the Bone Splinters, then sack the other to the Barricade. And then Keldon Strike Team again. Refuel. Mana Worker. Oh, please swing. Well, it's actually not good because we're trading and he's getting a card out of this. But What was that? Right, Gaia's Might. Gaia is quite mighty. And he dumped a bunch of mana into that, which is good. We only have the one black mana though. If we submit that, this might go down as a loss. We can kick this into the battlefield. Try to get him to block with the Mana Worker. He does. We have Aaron now. Benalia's Ruin. He looks cool. He kind of looks like an Aaron. Uh-huh. Alright. We'll be taking 3 here. And play out our board state a little bit. We need to get the Aaron down this turn. We will be sack. We can't sack yet. So if he taps this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has all 5 mana. All 5 mana types. So he'll get a 1/1 as well. We got to remember that. So this will be 4. Unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be a win, but I want to play it out just in case. Yeah, nope, that's it. That's game. Good game. Block there. Doesn't matter. He wins. Defeat. Captain's Call. Butterfly Swarm. Tribute to Urbarg. And Keldon's Strike Team. We don't have the white, but we have the black. And we got the blue to kick the Urborg. We'll see what we can do. Not super sold on this hand, but I also like to have 7 cards. I know it's a little bit greedy. We don't have the white. So, Cavaliers is dead. Captain's Call is dead until I can get my white mana rolling. Can't take that long, right? Swarm. Relic of Legends. He got a lot of ramp. Oh, a lot of ramp. Lucky, lucky. You gotta be kidding me. Well, we will just pass turn. Inscribed Tablet. Alright, what do you get though? He's gonna grab a Radiant Grove. He's up to a 3/3 now. Sacking the Inscribed Tablet again. Okay. Green. Passes back. Well, we still did not get our land. So, we'll pass again. This happens with 5-color decks, especially when you don't have as much ramp as your opponent. Okay. Gibbering Barricade. Opponent has absolutely no problem getting the mana he needs. Well, that is a mana. but all of our cards are still dead. We only have like 5 white cards in the deck, and we just so happen to get all 5 of them. I have to Bone Splinters this if we have any chance of living. Mana. Sadist Pilgrim. Czar Ojanen. Is this a force loss? This looks like a force loss. We're going to give you all of the white. Yeah? Watch him have a way of protecting it. He does. Wow. I have no words for what is happening. None. And he gets the Necromass out. There's really no way around this boss. Yep, scoop. Let's look around and see if that was our fault. No. We drew this, 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 and this of all the cards. That is literally just really bad luck. Really bad luck. Blue, white, black, green. Don't have our red. Don't have any red cards in hand. Aha, and we get a red. Maybe the shuffler felt bad for what it did to us. That was pretty evil. We might be able to get the Vine Shaper Prodigy off as a 4. Got the black, we got the blue. So we do something like this, and then we go Barricade. Alright, Essence Scatter. We won't go Barricade. Down to 5 cards. Down to 4 cards. That Prodigy, kick it. You don't have any mana this time. 1 into hand. Removal is always good. And we'll swing. We have no mana available. He knows that. Oh, that has reach. Perfect. That was my bad. Card. No kidding.
War, and I intend to finish it once and for all. The Thran still have secrets to uncover.
Huh. So, the question I have is it a good card for him? We'll put the Protector out and tapped land and pass turn. We're going to take some damage here. I think we ignore the Karn. We have another Vine Shaper Prodigy as well.
Geometric perfection.
There's the Vanguard. Oh, he even got a rare land over here. Cavalier. And let's swing at Well, if we get rid of Karn, we gotta kind of go after that Karn because of the Power Stones.
I choose peace, not war.
And then we'll minus on the charismatic Vanguard. Sphinx of Clear Skies.
Desperate times call for...
Kind of need to get rid of that. It has Ward 2 though, so it's a bit sticky. Mana. If I do this, and if I kick it, I have only one available. So, alright, whenever he deals damage, reveal the top X, where X is the number of base. Allow opponents separated to put one pile into your hand, the other into the graveyard. He's got 2. So, I could flood him with mana. That doesn't seem too bad. No, he's got 3. That. Enlist to the Karn. Tap the bird. Indestructible. Very well played. Ancient Tree Folk. That's a dangerous card for limited.
Every Power Stone fuels our cause.
Herbalist, not good enough. Let's get this dude down on the ground. And no attacks. We're going to be swung at for a lot of damage.
Everything is coming together.
Wow. Well, the top, pay any amount of mana. Look at the top, at that many cards from the top of your library, then put one of those cards into your hand, the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. That's fantastic. Well, okay. Let's start to deal with the opponent's life total a little bit. He's being very, very passive. You see, I have to be passive. Well, he can be passive too with that card.
Perfection.
We could deal with that Mossbeard Ancient with the Apocalypse, but I think I let it through this time. We'll get the Death Bloom Gardener out. Okay. Okay. He plays everything out. We get the Death Strike. Or Death Touch. And we get the Phalanx. Or the Phalanx. Words. No attacks. Aaron will be great.
Desperate times call for
Opponent's down to 20 cards. We have 21. So there's a bit of a... That's pretty good. We already used Bone Splinters, didn't we? We didn't. So we could kind of hope for a Bone Splinters. We're definitely taking damage here, but we get rid of that threat. Alright. Play out our field just a little bit, and no attacks. Opponent loses a few life.
Every Power Stone fuels our cause.
Territorial Morrow. That's really strong. Tortoise. I wonder why he hasn't swung with the Sphinx yet. Oh, well, you know. Sometimes I just have to open my stinking mouth, don't I? Pass. We'll chump block this. We'll go down to 1. Enter the battlefield. Tap up the 2 target creatures. Put a stun counter on them. You want that 1 card or these 2? Yeah. He wants the 1. He chooses correctly. Well, my turn. That's not good enough. That is not even close to being good enough. Yeah. What if I went Herbalist? Put that up to a 3. Even still. We might as well try to win. That is an instant. He's not going to let it all through. Blocks the air. Double blocks that. Blocks that. I was hoping for some mistakes, but the opponent didn't seem to make any. Nothing has trample. If I double strike these, it's what? It's like 6 damage. Yeah. Well, it was fun while it lasted. But as with all things, it comes to an end. We got our opponent down to 16, and he is just going to play it out and win. Thank you very much for joining me today in these matches. It was great fun. I had a good time. We looked good coming out of the gate, and then slowly started to not get what we needed. Deck didn't operate how I wanted it to. It happens in 4-color decks. So let's get out of this match, and we'll do a little post-game thing, and then end the video. Three losses, but with that said, 3 wins. We get 1,200 gems back. So we get 9 packs for 800 gems. That is the price of 4 packs. So I'm glad that I joined the event. Let's grab the prizes, and we're looking good. If we look at our collection, for the channel. We are trying to make sure that we continue to come out with standard content, and the most cost-efficient way to do this is to continually draft, get the cards we need, and that's what we are doing here. So that I could continue to create content within a reasonable budget on this account. It's pretty reasonable. I spend about $100 every release just to make sure that I have content to create, cards to craft, things to do. So I'm really excited to open these 10 packs after we are done drafting. After we're done drafting the Dominaria set, that is when I'm going to open these packs. We're going to see how many I get, and then we're going to have a grand finale video just opening all of the packs that we've gotten throughout the drafting experience for Dominaria United. Thank you so much one more time for being here, joining me on my journey through Magic the Gathering Arena. Make sure that you like the video. It really helps the algorithm know that it's good content, and make sure you subscribe. It lets me know that you're out there and you enjoy the content yourself. So I'll see you next time in the arena, and until next time, bye.